What's up, everyone? This is my 2025 Honda Monkey. It is cruising the coast on South Mississippi. I am going to go for a little cruise today, and we're going to talk about why I chose the Honda Monkey. Let's get this shenanigan started. Woo! Also, the weather feels great down here today. I have no idea what the temperature is. 87 degrees, but it does not feel like that. So let's talk about why I decided to choose the Honda Monkey. My main factor was the fact that I couldn't buy a Honda Grom at the time, and I was gonna wait for a Honda Grom. But when I was at the dealership I was looking for a Honda Grom at the time, and I called a couple of dealerships. They wouldn't sell it due to my previous video of where I talked about the recall for the Honda Grom, which doesn't make really sense that much because the Honda Monkey shares the same engine as the Honda Grom. So when the emissions recall happened, and I was like, well, why isn't the Monkey involved? And no one really had an answer for me. So if you do have an answer, you can make a comment on the bottom about that, because I didn't look too much into it. I just did enough about the recall. It is an emissions recall for the exhaust I think it's exhaust or maybe fuel related. I don't remember again, but I did post about it on my not last video, but video before that. If you haven't caught up with me yet, me and my wife did our first ride to a bike night on my last video. Apologies, it was a lot longer than expected, but it was definitely long, fun, and I hope you can enjoy it. I wish I would have realized that it was that long. I got so far into editing, I totally forgot that I even edited an hour video. Because it was like a 45-minute ride there and 45-minute back. I just kind of cut and clipped what I thought was necessary and was funny, and I just pushed through, and then I posted it, and I was like, oh, didn't realize that was an hour. So back to the fact of where I want to go with this video is, now that I've been riding the Honda Monkey for a little bit, it's starting to grow on me, honestly. And I've rode the Honda Grom before. If anyone doesn't know that I have rode a Honda Grom plenty of times. I do enjoy the way it rides. I think my favorite part about the Grom was that when you sit on it, you're like integrated with the bike, kind of like a sport bike. And perhaps with this bike, you feel like you're on top of the bike, which is not a bad thing. But when it comes to being when you want to do hardcore shit and you want to go do MotoGP, the Grom is the way to go. Now, can I do that with the Monkey? I'm sure I could. I just have to ride differently, that's all. So it is definitely manageable. It's not like I can't do it. So, but if anyone has seen my Honda Ruckus that I built a long time ago, I'll post a photo of it if you don't know. But when I built that, I really appreciated how much it looked. I was like, man, I love the look. But the thing that killed me was just, I couldn't even do, like, I'm doing 35 right now. That was its top speed. I couldn't get it any faster. While at least with this, I can go pretty quick. I wouldn't say pretty quick, but quick for a Honda Monkey. And I think, if I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure when I ride the Monkey versus the Grom, the Monkey feels like it gets up a lot faster. So I do appreciate that. I'm a sucker for 0 to whatever. I guess with this, it's 0 to 45 to get the most performance out of it. So, woo! Let's go. Okay. So while I'm on the Grom, like I said, I do feel like I'm definitely integrated in with it, and taking corners feels comfortable. While on this, you're on top. So you kind of feel like you're teeter-tottering with the bike. So, but when you're doing that, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it can be a thing to worry about. So, but so far I haven't had too many complaints about the Honda Monkey. When I first bought it, I guess when it sat in the crate for too long, and I think this bike probably sat in the crate for almost a little too long, because I noticed it when I bought it, and it's a 2025, but I bought it in September. And if those of y'all don't know, in dealership years, August is the new 2026 while we're in 2025. So that's why I had a feeling when they said they just got it in, I'm like, okay, this bike has been sitting in a crate for a very long time. I kind of already called that before I even hopped on the bike. But when I hopped on it, man, it had a hell of a vibration, had a flat spot in the front tire. Rear tire was surprisingly fine, but I think most bike crates, the rear tire is always lifted from the front, and it just sits and it rests on the front, being low PSI, if not no PSI. So, other than that, I got it fixed I have a 1-year warranty on this. I had it fixed immediately. Shout out to the guys at South Mississippi Motorsports in Gulfport. They hook you up every time. They're great people. I've actually bought a bike for them beforehand. I bought a Honda Navi for my wife. She loves that thing. I think that one was a 2024 model. Yeah, 2024 model. So she loves that bike, but we can talk about that bike another time. So talk about the Monkey today. So I did take some stickers off. I haven't done much to it, other than I had to get rid of the pegs. The pegs, this could just be my choice of shoes, but the pegs on them, like if I rest my feet off to the side, they were just sliding the whole time. Like I went to go like stand up to change my position before I sat back down, and my foot actually slipped off. So I had these honestly, I don't even know what to call them, because I've never attempted to pronounce it, so excuse my pronunciation. I think they're like chimas. I'll post it in the video right here for you to fix. So they got little pegs on them. They are CNC aluminum, and I like the way they feel. They are very a premium feel, so if that's what you like, that's what I went for. I enjoy a premium feel. But speaking of premium, before I pulled the trigger on the Honda Monkey, I had this weird thing in my head where I'm like, man, I feel like I'm overpaying for a Honda Grom at this point, because I am. But when you really start to break it down, I did a little research, and my favorite thing is, go ahead, Mike. I know I'm not going fast enough for you, but damn, homie done lose my side of traction. Oh, premium feel. So whenever you buy this, I had to kind of change my mindset about it. You are actually paying for a nice bike. Everything is metal. Everything is nice. Every bike's not going to be perfect, but I will say, as far as gas tank, there's hardly any plastic fenders other than the airbox. There's some plastic sides, but I almost feel like I'm riding in like an old Harley or an old Honda Shadow. It has that feeling. It's got that hard, suppressed frame, good quality. So you are paying for what you get, is how you want to look at it. It does suck on the other end, because when you pay for more things, you expect faster. Well, it's not. But the only thing I will notice when I got this, between the Honda Grom and this, the Monkey, it could just be me, but it gets up and goes. So I appreciate that. Most bikes that are this little of CCs, of mini motos, they don't get up and go. I will say the other one I noticed that gets up quick is the Honda Navi. I know it's an automatic, and you can shit talk it all you want. I have nothing against automatic bikes, but I will never classify an automatic bike as a real bike. So that's just my preference. So But after getting the front tire replaced, I love the way it feels now. It rides smooth. I'm doing 45 and I don't really have, oh my god, I'm hitting all these bumps. I love the way it feels now. And what is very surprising with me, out of all the bikes, let me think about that before I make that comment. Okay, so 90% of all the bikes that I've had, this one gets really good gas mileage. I am so baffled about it. I could be doing, right now I'm doing 45. I could push it. I've actually, don't think I've ever pushed this thing, but I get like 142 miles in the gallon on this thing, which is crazy. And I've only filled it up since I got the bike. And I've rode it a couple times, but I've gone around. I only have 124 miles on it so far, so I still haven't reached my break-in period, so I can't wait to start doing that. I do have a mod list I do have coming up. I think I'm gonna go with a cafe style. Don't get me wrong, I know it's very common, but I never got to really do a cafe build with all the bikes I've had. I've had my, what was my first bike? An R6. It was an 06 R6 Yamaha. Second bike was a 2016 Harley Davidson 48 with the 1200cc. And then what was after that? Oh, so I rode with, this sounds crazy, little side story note to the back to the story. I had a little ego problem because I was riding with these guys that had big baggers, and they had the cups, or not cups, but the cup holders, the radio, big seats. I saw one guy took his bag side open, had a cooler in it, and I was like, man, that's it, that's the life. So I go home, talk to my grandpa all the time, and he's like, son, you can't do that. There's no way you can do that. And in my head, I'm like, hey, no one's gonna tell me no, even my own grandpa. So I went and did it. I didn't give a shit about interest or nothing. I walked in the place and I was like, hey man, I want a new street glide. And he tried to get me to a road glide, but I was like, nah, gotta have the speakers, man. And I was like, either get this or I'm walking out. He's like, let me see what I can do. Goes to the back. He comes back real quick and he's like, all right, man, I can get you in. I hope you're cool with the $638 with the 27 interest rate. Well, at that time, I didn't give a shit. I was like, yeah, let's get it out. So I walked out that door with that payment. Well, lesson number one of life: don't let your ego make you change your mind on purchasing stuff, putting you in a bad position. Because I tell you what, I think I had that bike for 6 months, and then my current vehicle broke down. Yeah, no bueno. So, but back where I was going with the acceleration on this thing that I really enjoy. I had an electric bike. It was a Talaria XXX. It's kind of the cheaper model that Talaria's, but I thought I could rock that. But I don't think it was what I really wanted. And I had that for a little bit, but I guess the thing with electric bikes I don't like, they just limit a lot. Like when you try to do a long range, I mean, you got to worry about range anxiety. You got to worry about all types of stuff. Whew, it's getting toasty. Let's go. And while you're, sorry, I got Young Gravy playing in my head, making me giggle in my head while I'm trying to talk. So it's not that difficult to actually talk and write at the same time while I'm listening to music. It actually kind of helps, oddly. Don't know how that works, but it helps. It helps me at least. So I would like... Damn, I really did lost my train of thought. Okay, well, let's move on to something different, because maybe I'm done talking about whatever I was talking about. Damn, that's crazy. I really did forget what I was talking about. So, my current plan with the bike, I'm going to try to probably delete the blinkers, because, you know, who likes those? Don't get me wrong, I do appreciate how bright the blinkers are on this thing. They're just crazy bright. But no one looks like little aliens sticking out at that point, so. Bye-bye! Los Peppers, if you ever eat there, I recommend that place. That's a great place to eat. But back what I was saying, Honda Monkey. So far, I have been very pleased with it. My number one seller is the seat. I hate the way it looks. I will not lie about that. But the feeling, I feel like I'm on a bagger right now. And if you've ever sat on a bagger and cruised on any interstate, man, that's the way to go. Nice and cushioned. If you got a small ass like I do, yeah, that ain't gonna work out to you. You're gonna have that so-called numb butt by the end of the day. Well, I hope y'all are okay. Don't know what's going on with that. Woo! I can't believe it's cruising on the coast already. I can't believe it's October already. Man, I did recently just turned 31 recently in September. You know, you don't have to tell me happy birthday or nothing, but for some reason, turning 31 just changes your mindset with everything. It's kind of got me excited because I've been doing these vlogs now, and I've been telling myself I've got to do it. I've got to do it. The more you wait, the less opportunity you have to grow. I cannot stress that enough. I learned that myself, so do it. If you want to vlog, go vlog. If you want to go be a stripper, go be a stripper. If you just want to go work for a local company for 36 years, then do it. Do it. Whatever what this guy said, do it. Do it. So I keep forgetting how long this road is. I'm actually trying to get to the coast so I can see some of these cool ass cars. I am supposed to be going to a burnout competition tonight, so can't wait for that. That'll be for cruising the coast as well. Hope to see you there if you see me. They just be building gas stations everywhere. Just every time you look, there's a gas station. There's a gas station. I don't know what's worse, gas stations or Dollar Generals. That is such a southern thing down here. Oh, and fresh eggs. You want some fresh eggs? You get fresh eggs on the side of the road. I don't remember who it was, but I got, what was it? I got 4 dozens of eggs for free. And when that lady said that you won't go through those in time before they go bad, well, that lady was wrong. I love eggs. I eat the shit out of some eggs. I think I blew through those in at least a month. It was crazy. But back to the monkey. Yeah, I think I am gonna do like a cafe style. I definitely need to find some more mini moto friends to ride with down here. So if you are in a mini moto group, you know how I wouldn't say terrifying, but you definitely feel a self of loneliness when you're by yourself riding with just you in a mini moto, because you got these big vehicles just flying past you and you're over here literally trying to make it and it's just not happening. Like, I could go faster than 46, 45. I have tapped 50 a couple times, but I'm not trying to strain the engine. This is definitely something I've worked my ass for. So that's why, yeah, I was like, you know, the monkey might be worth it to me because I'm gonna keep it. And what is so baffling to me, I was not expecting this. So I bought it, put it on the back of my truck. I'm cruising around, getting something to eat before I head home after buying the bike. And I'm getting people like, man, where did you buy that from? Or did you rebuild that? That thing looks brand new. And it was just like, that's so crazy to me that I just bought this thing. And I guess it's different. It's unique. And that's another reason why I decided to get into it. It's different. And no one likes different stuff like I do, man, because I be riding all types of stuff. I used to ride electric unicycles, one wheels. I definitely had a one wheel obsession, but two wheels is probably where my heart lies. So I will definitely be on the two wheel page for a hot minute, if not the rest of my life, because I never even grew up around motorcycles that much. But there was one time I got taken to an event when I was young, and I don't know what it was about motorcycles, but that was it. That was it for me. Damn, that's clean. Hell yeah. Oh my God, what's going on here? Got some pressure washing going on. Lift my visor up. Oh my God, don't hit me. Okay. All right. Hell yeah. Made it to the gas station. It's a little wet out here. Okay, let's go get some fuel. Oh, no, I don't want to do. I want to lock my steering wheel. I know it don't help too much, but I'm sure it does something, so. I think I'll do $1.50. You're welcome. Huh? Yeah, I do actually.
I'm making a video right now?
Yeah, right now, as of right now. You want to follow me on Motocrow? Just look up Motocrow, man.
Motocrow?
Motocrow, just.
MOTOCRO?
Yep. I appreciate it, homie. Hey, that might be a future subscriber. What? Hey, stop like that in front of me one more time. Alright, let's go. Oh, got gas where I didn't want gas. That's rude. You know, I'm gonna say this out loud. When think about it, $1.50 gets me 140 miles to the gallon. I want you to put that in perspective. Huh? How does that sound? Sounds satisfying, huh? Right. Let's go to the coast. Sick. I must be doing some like local cleaning. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. Alright guys, I think that's all I got for the Honda Monkey. I hope you like what you saw so far. I will be doing more vlogs in the future. And until next time,